Have you ever wondered what truly separates the ultra-wealthy from everyone else? Is it luck, inheritance, or just being in the right place at the right time? While those factors can play a role, there's a much more significant force at work. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating topic, the mindset of the top 1%. We're exploring what it means to focus like a billionaire. We'll be breaking down the mental frameworks, habits, and decision-making systems that allow the world's most successful people to achieve extraordinary focus, resilience, and results. You can have all the ambition in the world, but without the right mental operating system, it's like trying to navigate a ship without a rudder. So, let's get started on building that system for ourselves. The core distinction we need to make right away is that this isn't about the money. The bank balance is a byproduct. The real wealth is in the way they think. It's an approach to the world that can be learned and applied by anyone serious about achieving more. Most people operate on a task-to-task basis. They react to what's in front of them. The top 1% think in systems. They don't just solve a problem, they create a framework that solves that type of problem automatically next time. This is about building a machine that produces results, rather than just grinding for them. This is perhaps the most defining trait. A billionaire's thinking is measured in decades, not months. While many of us are focused on surviving the week, they are making decisions today that they know will not pay off for 10 or 20 years. When you extend your time horizon, your perspective on risk and sacrifice changes completely. Short-term pain becomes an acceptable investment for long-term gain. This means not selling your best assets during a temporary downturn and patiently waiting for the fat pitch, as Warren Buffett describes it. This seems counterintuitive, but billionaires don't primarily chase money. They chase value. They obsess over solving big, painful problems for a massive number of people. The thinking is, if you create immense value for the world, the money will follow as a natural consequence. They focus on the input, the value they create, not just the output, the final number in their bank account. This shift in focus is the engine of true wealth. With that foundation in place, we can look at the specific practices the 1% use to protect and direct their focus. Billionaires are masters of saying no. A great example of this is Warren Buffett's 5/25 rule. The idea is to list your top 25 career goals, circle the top 5, and ignore the rest until those 5 are accomplished. This is about eliminating distraction disguised as opportunity. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. True focus isn't just about working hard, it's about working with leverage. This means using tools to amplify your efforts. The elite leverage 3 things: technology and code to automate repetitive tasks and free up mental energy, people by building strong teams and delegating anything that doesn't require their unique skill set, and capital by using money strategically to scale what works and accelerate growth. Your brain is your most valuable asset, and the top 1% treat it with extreme care. They understand that focus is a finite resource that must be protected. This involves time blocking for deep, uninterrupted work, often in the morning when mental energy is at its peak, a tactic used by Jeff Bezos. It also means managing their state, with simple practices like the 60-second reset of breathing in for 4, holding for 4, and exhaling for 6 to calm the nervous system and make sharper decisions under pressure. Failure isn't seen as a defeat, it's invaluable feedback. Billionaires often use the concept of anti-fragility. They build systems that not only withstand stress but actually get stronger from it. They don't fear failure, they anticipate it, learn from it, and use it as data to improve. Their identity isn't tied to a single outcome, but to the process of growth itself. With a focused mind and resilient spirit, the next step is making decisions. The top 1% use a distinct decision playbook. Billionaires don't take big risks for small rewards. They look for asymmetric bets, opportunities where the downside is limited, but the upside is nearly unlimited. Before making a move, they ask, what is the ratio of downside to upside? If I lose, do I lose 1x? But if I win, could I win 100x or 1000x? This is how they think big without blowing up. They don't make decisions on a whim. They have a system or decision OS based on their core values and simple but powerful tools. One key tool is a pre-mortem. Before starting a project, they imagine it has failed in 3 months and ask, what went wrong? They then work backward to prevent those things from happening. This isn't pessimism, it's extreme preparedness. A significant advantage for the elite is what we can call their information moat. This is the unique knowledge they possess that others don't. They create this moat by obsessively learning, spending 10,000 hours mastering a specific domain, and talking to everyone in their industry. They read constantly. Charlie Munger famously spent 80% of his time reading to compound their knowledge and see what others miss. So, how do you take all of this and start applying it today? You don't need $1 billion to think like a billionaire. It starts with small, consistent changes. Start your day with a focus block by identifying your most important task, your one domino, and spending the first 90 minutes of your day on it, free from distractions. Conduct a weekly leverage audit by looking at your tasks and asking what you can automate, delegate, or use technology to make easier. And ask better questions. The next time you face a tough decision, don't just ask what will I gain, but also what's the real challenge here, and what will I need to say no to? The journey to elite performance is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about building the right systems, protecting your mental energy, and committing to long-term growth. Start today. Think in systems, focus on value, and make failure a stepping stone. Thanks for joining us. We hope this breakdown of the billionaire mindset gives you a new perspective on what it takes to achieve extraordinary focus and success. For more insights, subscribe, share this episode, and we'll see you next time.